One of the repeating discussion points we've had with several groups we've talked to, with several constituents within the township, has centered around the topic of climate change. What plans do we have in place when it comes to flooding, when it comes to possible heat domes?
I think it's really important that we make sure that we have these plans and that we follow through with them, because by 2050, we're expecting sea levels to rise. We're expecting seasons changing, more frequent heat waves in the summertime, more heat domes, more intense heat domes, heavier rainfall in autumns and warmer winters. So we need to make sure that we're prepared for that.
I think also in line with the discussion of climate change, we have to look at the notion of preservation. And we're fortunate here that we have had many discussions. We have a lot of constituents that are very concerned about our tree canopy.
Yeah, I think we need to make sure that we are keeping our tree canopies in mind, but also reviewing to make sure that the policies we're putting in place work for our citizens and aren't becoming the sole financial responsibility of potential or current homeowners.
And protecting our tree canopy is something that we have to address now as climate change is becoming an issue more and more every day.
And to expand on that, not only our tree canopy, but our agricultural land reserve, we need to make sure that we're protecting our farmlands, because as climate change becomes more and more of an issue, more and more places are going to be hit with things like food shortages. So we need to make sure we're supporting our farmers, making sure that we're giving them the tools and the resources to work through climate change and make sure that our citizens are being fed. Another unexpected consequence of climate change is the psychological component behind it. Eco-anxiety is on the rise, especially in our youth. So fear, anger, resentment, guilt about climate change and their contribution towards it. I can understand where that frustration comes from. I remember viral videos from 15 years ago about taking canvas bags to the supermarket, and in some ways we're still in the same place. So we need to make sure that we're working towards meeting the goals that we're setting as well.
It's time for Elevate Langley to raise the bar and deliver long-term solutions.